Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in Rebirth, where we left off last time. As I just said, I was going to go through Omicron Lorraine and put trade agents everywhere. That has been accomplished. There are trade agents everywhere, and I started construction on a factory. To be specific, a hardware supplier, I think is what it's called. Yeah, building hardware supplier to produce reinforced metal plating. I'm basically gathering the resources, but it looks like it's going to take a little while because I need to get a new freighter, well, a new personal freighter for myself, because the only place, well, one of the only places that produces reinforced metal plating is over here in Eclipse Cloud. This guy. No, that's not it. Was it this guy? Yeah, this guy. But this station is constantly under attack by huge swarms of fighters, so I need to go and defend it, and then provide it with reinforced metal, refined metals and stuff, so it can start producing. And then I'll start being able to build my ship because I still need like my reinforced metal. My hardware supplier needs. There we go, 1621 reinforced metal plating. So it's a ways off. So in the meantime, let's continue on with the plot till, and so we can, yeah. Let's talk to Neil
You're
here.
here sooner than I expected. I'm Neil Colburn, CEO of John Foucault.
Renault Tani, how can we help?
I don't want to keep you long. I understand you've had quite the journey from Albion. I hear that a war has broken out between different factions there. I expect the Argonne Navy ordered you not to interfere.
Pretty much. Do you expect them to help us?
The military are scared. There are potential enemies on both sides, but I know there may also be allies. I long to see Albion again, and try to find old friends, and this can only happen if there is peace. So far, the Argonne Navy has supported your story. There are Argonne and Terran citizens stranded in a De Vries sector with a Plutarch flotilla guarding the gate and threatening approaching ships. It seems to me that your people are the only ones worth dealing with.
We're certainly open for new trade agreements, but this conflict isn't going to die down.
Give it time. I doubt the Xenon are going anywhere soon. I'll make arrangements to send a goodwill freighter to the Cantaran sector. It's been so long since we've had a new trade route.
If you can get us clearance to enter De Vries, I'm sure we can help smooth things over.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Let's see, what do we want to know? What does John Foucault specialize in? How did the Xenon get here? And let's get started. What can we do to help? Let's see what John Foucault specializes in.
Developing new technology and maintaining ships and stations. Many ships use our engines and power systems. Since the gates shut down and our supply lines were cut, we have had to shift focus towards more efficient designs. I'm quite proud of how well we've handled our isolation. John Foucault was once one of the largest corporations with economic ties to several species across dozens of systems. I hope our other branches have fared as well as we have.
And how did the Xenon get here?
Days not to tell you that our mortal enemy is already in our laps. A jump gate opened up several weeks ago, leading to some strange system, very ominous and unwelcoming. Maelstrom, we call it. There was evidence from scout ships that it was in fact inhabited until recently. There were functional highways, shipwrecks of familiar designs, but no signs of life.
The military must have sent a fleet.
Half of our forces were sent in. The remainder waited behind in case something jumped directly back to our system using the gate. These were invasion tactics we saw during the Terran conflict. The exploring force found stations of familiar design, but once again, no signs of life. Then they woke up. They focused on engines and jump drives first, making escape near impossible. It's a gutsy move to strand a whole Argonne fleet on your own doorstep, but the Xenon did the maths, and they knew they could win. And they certainly did. We lost a lot of people that day, even some ex-Terran pilots. Those decades together made us strong, but it seems to have allowed others to become even stronger. We lost Admiral Lido, so Baze took over command of the military. She's way out of her depth.
And let's get started.
We will not be able to open trade to De Vries until the military feel that they've secured the area. We will use this time to prepare. There are other corporations here who will jump at the chance to open new trade routes.
You want to invite competition?
There is little competition here, unfortunately. Each corporation has its own area of expertise. You will likely need food aid. That is the area of the Chow Corporation. Start with them.
Will they need convincing?
I expect they are already making plans to exploit the new gate connection. What we need is a united front with all of the major corporations in agreement. It will be harder for the military to say no, and it will make us all that bit safer when making joint trade runs.
That sounds like a nice idea. Let's just hope other corporations see it the same way.
Leave the other CEOs to me. What you should do is to help raise the profile of your Heart of Albion faction. Help these corporations, and they will be more likely to help you. I'll send you some tips on how to get into their good books.
Thank you. The sooner we get aid to DeVries, the better.
It goes without saying. Be careful out there, and the best of luck.
And that's all. We're done. Okay, let's get back. I'm going to take the shortcut. Oh, this is going... There we go.
We have Xenon on one side and Plutarch on the other, and we are running errands for corporations who don't want to help us.
Colburn seemed confident they'll come around.
We're first.
The Chow Corporation.
Uh-oh. What's the Rahana's doing? The Rahana's is doing fine, but where is the Tutorial Escort? What?
I can see you clearly, sir.
Ship details. There. I'm not sure why that tutorial wasn't helping beforehand. That seemed to have done the trick. At least we didn't take it. At least that thing didn't take any damage.
Autopilot engaged. Autopilot disengaged.
Now let's head off to help Chow. And that's the highway.
Autopilot engaged.
Now it looks like the Hondas has just finished dropping off the goods. Yeah, so I'm going to send her the Rahanis back to DeVries because it can't help me right now. That's what I need is a bulk transport to get for refined metals. And I'm going to leave the tutorial on the... I'm outside the highway. That's an interesting bug, but it looks like, there we go, it drifted me back into the center. So I'm going to worry about... send the Rahanis back, and then I'm going to have to... I think I'm either going to take over Phoenix because I did some boarding on my own. I'll show you. I got my boarding strength up to 42, and I think I need to get it up to 50 or 60 before I can take on a capital ship. And when that happens, I'm going to go to Telati, the Fields of Opportunity, and take over a Phoenix, because that's a fast, heavily armed ship that I can use for a personal trader.
Disengaged. Entering Everlasting Warden.
Fly to Chow Bofu Star Complex.
Captain Otani, I'm Drew Haswell from Chow Security. John Furco sent word that you were coming to us for freelance work. What say we put that versatile ship of yours to good use in one of several possible areas? Of course, I'd prefer that you keep Chow facilities and ships safe.
Are you having Xenon trouble?
Not as much as other companies. Understandably, they don't seem very interested in food. The heretic vanguards cause us trouble now and again, however.
And they are?
Some call them an extremist anti-Terran group. I just call them thugs. They've made no friends here over the years, and so resort to raids to sustain their operations. They love nothing more than to hit easy freighters heading for Terran residential areas. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'll send you there first. A freighter is already set to leave. Stay close to it and keep an eye out for suspicious ships.
Fun
Looks
stuff.
like the freighter is waiting for us.
Let's get going. Sitting still gets you killed.
Lead the way.
And now we follow it. So where is it going? It's just flying, no general commands. Hopefully it turns around and takes the highway rather than flying the long way. Because I think we want to go. We want to go all the way to Magnificent Templar. with this thing. And she slowly turns around. At least the autopilot's better than it was in X3. We can actually just set the autopilot to follow. Let's have a look at this thing, actually. Doesn't look like much at all. Can we see the... There's the skunk. Can they actually... I'm having trouble deciding if that's a window back there or if it's lights. And now we just watch the map, so we can keep an eye out for our Heretic Vanguard ships. Hopefully they don't send huge swarms. Because I've been seeing some, that sector I mentioned earlier, that with the reinforced metal plating factory, the hardware supplier. Every time I go there, there's at least 8 to a dozen ships there. It gets fairly ridiculous, but it looks like we're gonna. Okay, it looks like we're gonna go for the highway. That's good. So that will speed things along once we get there. How fast is a Gigurum anyways? Info. 64 meters per second, so not very fast. It's carrying fusion reactors. It's only got a shield generator. Nothing of interest. Oh, that's another thing. I guess I can show you what I've been doing. I also went ahead. It turns out the Maelstrom gate was open already. So I decided to do a bit of exploring. I didn't go all the way in. I just explored these outer sectors. So this entire system's been explored. I explored most of Blurred Reflection except for the one sector, I think. And of course, I didn't search the Xenon core system because I didn't want to, because that's where the Xenon Eye is, and I didn't want to deal with that. Well, Everlast warning. Highway is 6 kilometers out. And we wait. I'm actually going to cut here and I'll be back once something interesting happens. Okay, I just finished it. You missed the dialogue where the... No.
Good work. At least Chow know who you are now. Unfortunately, the Xenon are forcing our hand. Other corporations are being pressed hard, and the military is stretched too far.
What can we even do?
You're not here to take orders from me. However, all combat-ready ships are being sent to the sector leading to Maelstrom. I thought we had more time, but the Xenon are already massing.
Are they preparing a full invasion? What chance do we have?
Emergency talks with Plutarch are trying to bring them into the conflict, but it's not looking good. It seems they're happy for Omicron Lyrae to burn, followed closely by De Vries. The utter fools.
I won't even bother explaining why it's a bad idea involving Plutarch. I'm not surprised they're looking out only for themselves.
Plutarch always had trouble seeing past their own needs. I hope they would have changed for the better. Some days I wish I had never become involved in Albion. That system is nothing but corporate corruption and death. At least Borman is alive. But our youthful adventures are stories for another time. The Xenon are at our door, and I hope you'll be there to help hold it shut.
We'll be there. Tell us where to go.
So as I was saying, you missed the dialogue.
Engage.
Shut up, autopilot. You missed the dialogue where the Chow Freighter said, "Thank you for your help. We're good from here." And Nisha's saying, "I hope it doesn't take long for John Farragut to get back to us." But now it's obvious we're heading into the fire. Nothing can go wrong. Absolutely nothing. I can't wait to get the better shields from the treasure hunt missions. One thing I forgot to mention is I am only one item short from finishing the rare engine. As you can see, the ancient relic collection, yeah, Kark relic collection, yes, but the rare engine. As you can see, I've got a whole bunch of duplicates. I've got 5 concentrators, 3 generators, but I'm only short 1 battery. Once we find a battery, we're good to go and we can craft the rare engine. So let's head over to the Void Climb and engage the Xenon into the fire. So we'll be able to, I think we might be able to get one of these treasure hunt objects in this mission. If not, we'll be able to get it in the next. Well, not mission episode. We'll see how long it takes for the battle at the gate and the getting into split territory. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen season 1 or hasn't played through the campaign yet.
Entering. Devoid climb. Autopilot.
Good for you.
Disengage.
Let's head to the gate. And I'll fly it on manual because why not? 1,100 kilometers till we leave the gate. We are already at full speed. Sector 2. So also, while I was off camera, I ordered the Rahanas back to Glaring Truth, just so it was safe there and it didn't have to worry about pirates. The tutorial is still escorting the construction vessel. I'm not going to reassign that tutorial to trade duties until I can sit by the construction vessel and babysit it. Once I can babysit it, I'll be using the tutorial itself for trading. Or maybe not. We'll see what happens. I might decide just to get a new ship. But also, I was looking ahead. I might end up going back to DeVries to get DeVries freighters, or to pirate more tutorials for trade ships, because Omicron, the Argon government actually doesn't have trade ships that are specified. They have generic ones that can trade all goods, but they don't have anything that's specified. So I can't just say, okay, this freighter buys this type of goods, this freighter buys this type of goods. The Argon freighters just trade for everything. On the plus side, the Argon freighters are more heavily defended. So I'm still debating. 180 kilometers, so I might, I might get the Omicron freighters just for the defense. Especially if Xenon start marauding around Omicron Luray, which is a possibility. There's the, there's Bays. Get nice and close.
Albion Skunk, I'm surprised to see you here. Your people hardly seem the type to help defend the Federation. Plutarch is hunkering down. Heart of Albion is too weak to aid us, and the Canterans are afraid to leave their scorched sector.
They're fighting their own war. You can't expect them to leave their strongholds.
The Xenon are through that gate, ready to invade Omicron Luray and overrun us in days. However, if they learn of the other systems, they will spread themselves thin, and we can then pick them off one by one.
You wouldn't dare. If they learn of Albion, everyone there will be in danger.
It's only a matter of time before they find Albion. But by then, it will be too late for us. By luring the Xenon to spread their forces, we can weaken them and also bring Plutarch into the conflict.
You're insane.
You have a choice. Aid us in attacking their infrastructure to end this war sooner, or hold back and kill any Xenon which get through the gate. There are no other options.
We're staying right here. The longer this position is held, the longer the Xenons stay out of Albion. You better hit them hard, because if we lose anyone in Albion because of you, you'll have more than Xenon to worry about.
I doubt that, Tawny. Prepare yourselves. They're on their way.
She is so full of herself.
Can you believe this? Our own people baiting the Xenon to Albion?
They need to be warned.
I'll send a data burst, but I don't know who will pick it up.
Here they are. Let's play for keeps.
And immediately we get 5 Xenon ships. I'm going to stick to the inertial hammer.
As many as you can. After the first wave, our strike force will enter Maelstrom and head for their stations.
We got someone biting already.
We'll defend the system.
Oh, we're already at frame rate drops. Oh, okay, we have allied fighters joining in. That's awesome.
Secured and home.
The strike force is moving out.
Most of the fleet is gone with Xenon swarming the whole sector. She's so out of her depth that she's not seeing straight.
It depends on what damage they can do there.
Too many ships are getting past. They'll be at the gate in less than an hour.
Let's just focus on what we can stop here.
don't like when they do that, when they fly through something I can't. Yeah, this thing's not helping. Let's switch back to the, yeah, this thing. Much more effective at short range.
Thank you for protecting our station.
Oh crap, we got a whole bunch of things targeting us. Okay, just the one. Okay, now it's shooting at me. So our shields are hold. Time to get to the station. We've got too many things targeting us. We're upside down now. Now what?
Thank you for protecting
Whoa!
our station.
That Xenon just ran into a missile. Shields are holding at half. Okay, it looks like it's just the one more. No, there's another swarm over there.
It's been secured in storage.
Otani, the Xenon are halfway through the system, heading straight for the gate. I've sent our ships to slow them down, but it won't be enough. You need to dock at one of our stations. There are some upgrades you can install. I have a feeling you'll need them.
Need them for what?
Once the Xenons stop coming through the gate, all combat ships that remain here will aid the counterattack in Maelstrom.
The Xenon will tear the system apart if no one is here to defend it.
If Baze is successful, they can stop all Xenon production. That is the only way we can win. Until then, our stations will have to hold off the Xenon. Now get to it. Baze will need every ship to deal maximum damage.
Okay, where am I docking? Come on,
All
give me.
mad, leaving the system defenseless.
But he's right. All on our own here, we can't defend the system. At least we can help the Admiral take out the Xenon production, even if she's insane.
Thank you for protecting our station.
Inside Benefactor, huge discount unlocked. Nice.
This is the Albion Skunk. Requesting permission to dock.
Let's hope it's some nice big guns. Okay, this episode's...
Overjoyed to welcome you aboard.
After the upgrades, I'm going to call this episode. It's already running a bit long. And the next episode we will head into Maelstrom.
Hi, pilot. Guess what I have for you?
Weapons?
Show me your weapons, please.
These
Got
weapons
that
will
one.
fit your ship and make it a fearsome machine.
I'll take one of those. Initial Hammer Mark II. That's it for those. How about
Show me your
engines?
please.
Of course.
Nope.
Show me your shields, please.
Shields? Nope.
Of course.
Software? Nothing new.
Show me your engines, please. Show me your weapons, please.
Of course.
That's the point. The only thing we get new is the Inertial Hammer Mark II. At least we got the inside Benefactor discount for it. Actually, can we
Of course.
afford some of this software? No. Oh well, that's going to be it for this episode.
So long, buddy.
The next one, we head into Maelstrom. Bye. Bye.